Welcome back to Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and I got a special guest with me today, none other than the very own founder of thatparkplace.com and the maestro himself, WDW Pro. Pro, how you doing?
All doing good and willing to go on camera just for you, Hughes. Look at this. Look at this backdrop.
Yeah, nothing more than a 3D male who's censored and everything at the mouth.
How dare you, sir? Look at the money we spent on this neon sign. It's expensive.
Yeah, I give you that. I give you that. All I got is just this comic book backdrop behind me.
I
But
love it.
at least it's the retro Marvel comics and stuff when things were good. All right. So we're going to discuss a few things today, people, including Elon Musk actually trolling Disney as well as the mainstream media outlets and stuff. Okay. And also have Pro here to discuss a few things about the things between with that park place. And also be sure to tune in tonight for his appearance on Renegade Online with Value Renegade with a special live stream episode tonight where they talk about the new discoveries as well as the new outings and everything about what's happening with the situation there. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, coming in from Deadline, and people, I know it's been like a couple of years since I've last read from an article and stuff. I just simply presented to you with news as well as some extra information. But I figured, what the heck, let's see what the trades have to say about it. But so then it came from a tweet where Elon Musk had posted on X and stuff where he talked about, he can't wait to be the new chief DEI officer at at um at Disney. Okay.
Well, Elon was born in Africa, and
Mhm.
who knows? Maybe he has some. Maybe as a native-born African, Elon Musk has some sort of special perspective into DEI. I don't know.
Yeah, no one knows for real though. But that's it's a pretty interesting thing to actually share for him to do, especially of all days of April Fool's Day. And we see here on X where he posted earlier this morning, is excited to join Disney as their chief diversity in environmental and inclusivity or DEI officer. Can't wait to to work with Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy to make their content more woke. Even the Linguini.
Oh my gosh, the
I love
trolling,
him.
the trolling Hughes. He is an expert troll, perhaps the richest troll in the world.
Yep. Also, give you all a heads up. My internet isn't working with me, so I may be going in and out. So just want to give you all a heads up about that as well. So Pro, exactly how did the mainstream media outlets like initially react to Elon Musk's prank? Like, were there any common themes in the coverage before the prank was revealed? Do you think so?
Well, Hughes, they respond about the same way they respond to most of Elon Musk's fun and frivolry, and that is that they just don't like it. They feign hatred and disgust, and in reality, he's being very lighthearted. And these are soft jabs; these are not KO punches he's throwing. But the mainstream really dislikes Elon Musk because he's a champion for free speech. Because what he did when he purchased Twitter/X is he created competition in the marketplace where there's at least one place guaranteed to have free discourse that puts pressure on the other locations to allow the same. And in doing so, he pretty much saved free speech in the online sphere. And by that, you might say he saved free speech outright. And those who are against free speech, those who believe that disinformation is any information they disagree with Elon Musk.
All right, that is true. I also want to scroll down here to the end of the article, and I have it highlighted here saying, inevitably, many journalists also took to social media saying, with the current state of the world, it's becoming increasingly difficult to differentiate between April Fool's stories and genuine articles. Okay, and I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this, Pro. I got a problem with that kind of statement. This is more of a pot calling the kettle black situation.
Tell me
You know what
about
I'm
it.
saying? Where Deadline. and stuff, yeah, they go ahead and they themselves. It's been stated that they've had a history of like reporting on misinformation and stuff, and they don't usually always put out there any kind of corrections or stuff like that.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Okay,
minute. Hughes, are you telling me the mainstream has told us a whole bunch of garbage for the last 5 years at least?
I want to say longer than that.
I think April Fool's might be the most accurate day of the year, given the way that our news media has acted for the last decade.
Hmm. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one though, but don't but think about it. I mean, after he did do this prank and stuff, like we see how the media outlets involved respond to stuff, and was there actually an ex was and they're trying to go ahead and correct the narrative, and how do you think it's going to be received by the public when they say things like this?
Well, the best joke is the one that makes you think, and the mainstream doesn't really care for thinking a whole lot, so they don't really like the joke. They think that it's in poor taste, and that's because it draws vision to the poor taste of Disney and to the DEI wokeified crowd out there that views their quasi religion as the default the world should fall head over heels in love with. And if they don't, well, they can get in line because you're not allowed to disincline yourself from their beliefs. So they don't like it. They don't like the joke because people begin to laugh at them. It's laughing at them, even if it is gently done so. They dislike it. They want Elon Musk to shut up. Shut up, you Elon. Quit drawing attention to Disney. Quit drawing attention to Kathleen Kennedy. We've got a proxy battle to win, darn you. That's the way they approach
Hmm.
it.
Yeah, and that yeah that's a good approach and everything, and it's like if they go ahead and stop posting, you know, false narratives themselves and stuff, and as well as just stop being accountable instead of blaming people and stuff, and stop shilling out for Disney themselves. I mean, it could get better, but think about it. Right now, they're going ahead and no longer defending not Bob Iger. Okay, they're turning on him. The trades, not it's the trades is turning on him to the point where they don't have enough confidence in him, or it's possible. And I'm just speculating here and stuff, not making any accusations. I'm speculating here that they're no longer looking to Chow in line with Bob Iger.
Well, it seems like the institutions, at least, have begun to evacuate the premises when it comes to backing Bob, to shower Bob. They don't want him to have the luxurious office with the hippo. We've seen the California Pension Organization drop Bob Iger and decide that they want to support Nelson Peltz. We've seen
Mhm.
ISS, that controls a third of the institutions that are part of the Disney shareholders, back Nelson Peltz. And we've
Yep.
seen Disney now, allegedly, I believe this came out of Forbes, not 100% sure that I'm right on that, but I think it came out of Forbes. Uh, they were talking about Disney having spent perhaps greater than $70 million trying to get shareholders to vote for Bob's white card. Now, the idea that you would spend out of your corporate coffers $70 million to get your way on board seats seems counterintuitive to me on fiduciary responsibility. But who knows? The mouse perhaps works differently in his own house.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. And on to the next topic of discussion.
What do you got,
The
Hughes? What do you got?
Well, the issue with black girls gamers and stuff trying to go ahead and have an all out legal war with thatparkplace.com, and also trying to
Is
get
it okay,
like
Hughes, if I say that I don't like their name very much?
I'll be honest with you, one of them also do a live stream a few times with Lorena Creole. I mean, yeah, she's not African American, but she is. They didn't care about how the other gamers were, because all they like to do is just play video games with people who enjoy them, no matter what the race or gender is. So, pro, what
Let me
exactly
tell you
can
why
you
I don't like their name real quick, Hughes.
go ahead?
The reason I don't like their name is because imagine, Hughes, imagine that I made a business, and the business's name was Blue Avatar YouTubers. And that was the
Hmm.
name, Blue Avatar YouTubers, right? You see my blue avatar here?
Yep.
Well, if I did that, then it would make it seem like that I'm speaking on behalf of everybody who has a blue avatar on YouTube when I put out statements. And I don't
Oh
that
yeah.
wouldn't be fair, would it? And I
Nope.
think let me say this. If you are black, if you are a girl, and if you love video games, I probably love you right back. I think that's wonderful. I'm totally supportive. But this organization with this name that suggests that they're more than what they perhaps are, I don't necessarily think that they're in line with every single girl of African descent who enjoys video games. I think that's a misnomer.
Right. And you know what? I mean, you remember you have Vanessa Gothic, she used to be a part of it and everything, and then she shared that the truth about what they're actually looking to do. And the fact of the matter is, I haven't said anything bad about them because, well, for one, I don't even know anything about the group and stuff. And I'm not familiar with them, but at the same time, by the way they're putting themselves out there as well as how they handle these things, I mean,
Three
it
weeks ago,
seems.
Hughes, I had never heard of them before. Didn't
Mhm.
know anything about them. The only reason that they are in the news, in my belief, is because of the Sweet Baby situation, which I think brought to light many other organizations which may or may not do similar work. And that would be consulting with video game companies in order to promote their own pet projects and pet ideologies that they promote via their groups.
Right. And it also shows like the customers and everything out there. You know, the customers are seeing how all of these things are unfolding, even the normies and stuff. They're seeing how these things are actually going down, and it's going to leave a bad taste in their mouth because they can't, they're not going to help it but see like this consulting company as well as a video game company that works with them and stuff, and then seeing the kind of game they're playing and stuff. They're going to go ahead and try and compare those and stuff, join them up, realizing that all of this was actually like seeing how it was all planned out, and that's going to leave them even more disappointed, you know. But the fact of the matter is, I got a feeling that it's going to be a long run for all of this and stuff. And it seems to me that if you're not able to go ahead and, you know, basically not respond to people who criticize you and stuff, I mean, you just gotta go ahead and re-examine your whole game plan. Okay. And I'm not speaking out, any harmful things to the you, basically you're gonna have like a lot of people coming out against you, and then it's gonna be hard to actually recover from that. Okay, so any additional thoughts you might have on this subject matter before I let you go?
Well, BGG, they put out a thread on X, right? Multiple posts on X, and made what appears to me to be very disparaging commentary about John Trent and that Park Place. And they also threatened that they would take legal action against anyone who shared the a link to that Park Place to the articles that they disagreed with, and yet they posted the link to the article they disagreed with is my recollection. So that seems to me to be a little bit strange. I've never seen anyone threaten legal action if you do something and they do that thing in the same breath that they make threats. That's
against
odd
jour-
to me.
Against journalists nevertheless. And it's like when they prove that, the general, not just the journalistic integrity, but also their rights as journalists and stuff, as proven how they're journalists and they're reporting this as news, then we're going to see what kind of statement they're going to be issuing in the following moments after. So, thank you for joining me today. I'm looking forward to having you back on my show again. I'm also looking forward to be back on your show again as well. Got a lot of people asking me and wondering, when am I going to be back on the pro show? And I told them I was up there last Thursday.
That's
You
right.
go
Had
ahead.
you on and had a great time. Always happy to have Views with Hughes, your agenda free.
News.
There you go,
All right.
folks.
Thanks a lot, Pro, and thank you all for joining me today. This is WDW Pro, and I'm Jerome Hughes. Also, if you have any additional thoughts on this particular topic, as well as the Elon Musk situation, that we talked about earlier, go ahead and Smash like button. Put also provide your thoughts in the comments below as well. If you enjoyed what we shared in this video, go ahead, smash like button, share far wide across social media. And if you have done so already, you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.